Hello and welcome to Paydirt TV. I'm Dominic Piper. Today I'm joined by Jeff Atkins, Managing Director of Vital Metals Limited. Jeff, thanks for joining us.
Hi Dominic, thanks for having me on.
Jeff, it's been a remarkably busy start of the year for Vital. You've had capital raisings, mining contracts agreed, offtech agreements signed. Is this setting you up for an even bigger 2021?
Absolutely. From our perspective, 2021 is all about getting into production and being the first Canadian rare earth producer.
Your plan is to start this project in Canada with a demonstration plant. Is that a standard way to grow a rare earths project?
Look, not really. The approach which we're taking is something which is really about the lessons that we've learnt as a management team over the last 10 to 15 years working in the rare earth field. So this is the way that we believe that will help set up the company to be successful in the long term.
So will this demonstration plant, will this generate revenue in stage one at Nechalacho, and what's the plan from there?
Yeah, so the plan is that the project will make a profit in stage one, and then that revenue will then be reinvested in the project to help fund stage two.
We've seen a number of projects, rare earth projects, struggle down the years. What makes you confident that this project can be different?
Well, as I said before, Vital has really been set up by a group of experienced rare earth operators. So we're applying all the lessons that we've learned over the last 10 to 15 years in developing and operating rare earth plants to actually put that into Vital and put those lessons learned into Vital.
And what are some of those lessons? Why is it that rare earths projects are so difficult to get up and running and commercialise?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that rare earths are actually what you produce is a chemical product, and it's a product which goes into a specialist chemical industry. It's not your typical mining commodity, and you have to adjust your approach and your development strategy with that in mind. And that really comes to where we are starting off at this smaller scale to what would typically happen with a rare earth project. So we'll start at this level, and then we grow and expand from there to get up to that what would normally be classified as your typical rare earth project.
You say you're starting off at a scalable level, if you like. You've signed an offtake agreement with a group out of Norway. Now, the rare earths supply chain is generally dominated by Chinese groups. Is this a deliberate strategy to try and bring in customers and clients from outside of that Chinese rare earth space?
Look, at the moment with the rare earth industry, there's a definite push to establish these supply chains, whether it be in the US, North America, or Europe. And we see that as a real growth opportunity for Vital. And partnering with Retech out of Norway really does position us ideally for that European market.
You mentioned that in the rare earth space it's providing a chemical product and it's obviously tailored to tight specifications. Will you be able to do this at Nechalacho? Are you producing different products for potentially different customers?
No, what we will produce out of Nechalacho is what's called a mixed rare earth carbonate. So that's all of the rare earths combined, and we then sell that to Retech, and Retech will be the company who will actually produce the separated rare earth products.
And what about other offtake agreements? Do you expect to sign further offtake agreements this year?
Look, we view Retech as our cornerstone customer. But and that means that they'll always have a large proportion of our product, but we're certainly on the lookout for other potential customers for other production.
Jeff, rare earths and the entire critical mineral space has become a real geopolitical issue in recent months. Have you had a chance to consider how the new US administration might affect Vital's approach in the rare earth space?
I think from a geopolitical perspective, there's a real push in governments around the world, not just the US, where there's a renewed focus in establishing these diversified supply chains. And I think that's probably the biggest encouragement for us, is that we're having a situation where governments from around the world are looking at working together and seeing how they can collaborate to assist in the establishment of critical minerals supply chains.
Jeff, how are investors reacting to this geopolitical dimension? Do they understand the wider narrative that's at play here?
I think from the investor perspective, what we've found is that a lot of investors really see this as an opportunity for companies such as Vital, where we are located. Our project is located in North America. Our processing facilities are located in North America, and our customers are located in Europe. So a lot of the investors really see that as a point of difference for us, and particularly with the geopolitical environment which we find ourselves in. So, yeah, look, for us, it's certainly been a very positive response.
Jeff, as well as Nachalacho, you've also got your Wigu Hill rare earths project in Tanzania. Can we expect to see much development there this year?
Look, with Wigu Hill, we're working with the government there to finalise our mining licence. Once that occurs, we see Wigu Hill as a complementary project to Nachalacho, and the two of them combined will provide us the ability to react to market conditions and increase the flexibility of our production.
Jeff, what's the plan for the next 6 months? What can investors expect to see out of Vital over the rest of the year?
Look, the next 6 months is going to be pretty busy. The main one for us is the mobilisation of our mining fleet, commencement of mining operations, and also the commencement of beneficiation operations up at Nachalacho.
Well, Jeff, it certainly sounds like after a tremendous start to the year, you've got another busy 6 months coming up. Best of luck, and hopefully we can catch up again later in the year to see how Vital has progressed.
Thanks, Dominic. Thanks for having me on.